Here they come.
Gentlemen, it's good to have you out today. We've got a very large and ambitious experiment planned. We're going to be energizing the environment, or what we've been calling the bubble.
Aside from the buried objects in the mesa, the bubble is literally the biggest mystery we've been working to figure out. According to multiple infrared scanning devices, it's an invisible sphere that's centered at the triangle and has a 2,000-foot radius. Whatever it is, it contains a huge area of the ranch, including the Mesa drill site, where we've detected strange radio frequency signals, experienced bizarre equipment failures, and seen a bunch of UAPs. Some with our own eyes, and some that were only visible on thermal cameras.
Our goal is to put a lot of light, smoke, debris, energy into these anomalous areas and monitor them with high-speed cameras and RF equipment, gamma ray detection, you name it.
So we have several fuel mines. They're going to have a various amount of gasoline and really coarse, slow-burning black powder in them.
Okay.
For today's experiment, Kevin and his team will place 4 explosive fuel mines at the triangle and 5 more at the western boundary of the bubble near Homestead 2. On cue, they'll be detonated, creating massive fireballs, which will then produce perfectly circular smoke rings that will rise up through the interior and around the exterior of the bubble. We'll be looking for changes in the smoke rings that might suggest they're making contact with something invisible to the naked eye.
All right, everybody, here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Look at the weird figure 8 it's making.
Hey, Travis, that definitely looks more dispersed than what they normally look
Isn't
like.
that strange?
Yeah, that's definitely not your average ring. The first charge didn't come out in a ring. It just kind of an ominous-looking ball of smoke. I've shot upwards of several hundred fireballs. Never seen the smoke look like that.
That was a pretty good distortion right there.
Yeah, it came out like a figure 8 instead of a smoke ring at first.
Any typical time that I've seen them not form, we're talking wind. Here we had no wind. They've talked about there being the bubble around the ranch. There could be definitely an influence on the equipment or on the effects, but there's no explanation of why these things happen.
Well, let's do another one and see what happens.
Okay.
Everybody ready?
I'm ready.
We're good. Ready?
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's the ring.
Yeah, that first one should have looked just like that.
It's not at all symmetric.
No.
It's usually concentric, right? It's even all the way around.
Even all the way
It's
around.
usually not separated.
Okay.
Now, this was really interesting. The second smoke ring started off in a perfect circle, as normally expected.
That'd be probably right over top of the bubble boundary.
Yeah, that's right, Thomas. Hey, look how it's slanting.
But as it got up to about 2,000 feet, right around the top boundary of the bubble, it was practically split in 2.
Is it bumping into the bubble? Eric, look at it.
It just broke up.
Yeah, it's like it hit the bubble wall or something.
We couldn't see anything in the moment that made contact with the smoke ring. Is something in the bubble or its vertical barrier making that happen?
So should we start moving to other places? See what happens.
Yeah, the next thing to do is another one here and simultaneously one right at the western bubble boundary.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Hey, Bill, you copy?
Yeah, go for Bill.
We're set on our end.
Copy that. We'll drop the charge now.
Travis, we're ready when you guys are.
Okay, start the countdown and go, Bill.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire.
Whoa! We got a great ring down here. Did it go at that end?
We have a malfunction in the triangle.
I've never even seen that before. I don't even know what that is.
So Kevin's got flashing lights on his panel. He doesn't even know what it is. He's never seen it before.
That sounds about right.
Over on the west side of the bubble, these smoke rings behaved exactly the way they should. But what's happening in the triangle is we had major malfunctions.
That just did not function.
Now, Red Devil Pyro is telling us they've never seen this before.
Hey, Eric, do you copy?
Yeah, Travis, what's up?
Yeah, man, we're about ready to go with our next detonation. Jim wanted to get the drone up.
Yeah, Travis, that's affirmative. Jim's going to put the drone in the air.
Copy that.
While we still had our high-speed and thermal cameras looking for any phenomenon in and around the bubble, we also had Jim Royston launch his thermal drone to focus on the smoke ring and look for anything that might alter its formation.
Bill, if you're ready, give us a countdown and let's do this thing.
All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Oh, wow. Oh, man.
It didn't do the ring, though, guys. I'm looking at it right now.
Ring.
It never formed.
It could well be that that boundary is playing a role in the shaping of that cloud.
Yeah.
This was the strangest result yet. After the massive explosion, the smoke didn't even come close to forming a ring. Nothing appeared in Jim's thermal video, so was it just a glitch? Or could the bubbles barrier have done that?
Okay, so now we're gonna get 3 simultaneous explosions in one field of view.
Sounds good.
All right, let's go.
We only had 3 igniters left to find out, so we decided to position them in a line and see what would happen with each one as we ignited them all simultaneously.
Mike, are you setting up for the high speed on the explosions here?
We're ready to go.
All right,
All right, Travis, we got our charges dropped.
copy that. We're ready down here. Is Jim gonna put his drone in the air? Drone is in the air.
The camera is on your position now.
All right, we're all clear on our end, Bill.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! Oh! Oh my God, that was awesome. Eric, did you guys see that from down there?
We sure did. We're watching it right now. We're watching the ring and cloud in the infrared camera.
Yeah, we see one that was a ring and one never made a ring. It's kind of weird. And it looks like that third charge didn't go off at all.
Yeah, that's really strange.
What is that?
Hey, Dave, are you getting anything?
Come here and take a look at this.
Yeah, sure.
So it's on the top of the ridge line of the mesa. I saw something going from right to left, going up in altitude. I don't know what it was.
Okay, there it is.
See, there it is. Look at that. There it goes. That's what I'm talking about.
What the? This could be 2 traveling essentially the same path. That's amazing.
Yeah. The objects I observed in my differential FLIR looked elongated and had a temperature above the nominal background. I've seen plenty of bird flocks, birds and bugs and aircraft. I know what they all look like in thermal cameras. This didn't look like any of those objects. It was not something that could be explained under natural phenomena.
Eric, we're gonna wrap everything up and we'll head that way. We'll close this thing up.
Yeah, we'll see you down here.
What we saw tonight in real time with all the equipment failures, the weird formations in the smoke rings, strange signals, and UAPs was incredible. I just hope that our high-speed cameras were able to get us some clues as to what was behind all these things.
Woo, I tell you what.
Well, I think we just witnessed the most energetic events we've set off in the entire time we've worked together here.
Well, the things that we saw when the multiple shots went off in the barrier, I mean, they just kind of broke apart as soon as they came out of the tube.
Dave picked up some really interesting things.
Yeah, we had a rolling thermal anomaly along the mesa.
Wow.
We got that on recording.
Oh, that's crazy.
Who knows what kind of data we'll see on that when we pull it out.
Right, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, great. Good job, everybody. Great night.
Yeah, great job.
Let's load up, pack everything up, and head out.